Hi, I'm Greg Watson from Watson Real Estate here in Palmerston North, and I'm just going to give a bit of an update today on the Manawatu market. This is because the Real Estate Institute has just brought out their latest statistics and in their monthly property reports. This is relating to September. It compares and places August and September, and also compares a year's as to where we were a year ago. Probably just the headline is the main thing to take away there on a national level, as the lowest sales volumes in 8 months during September were just a result of very low listings in July from the winter time, and that's just carried on, but things are picking up now. That's from the CEO of the Real Estate Institute, Indy Norwell. Here's something I've highlighted here. This is the median house price year on year. I like looking at the stats for New Zealand excluding Auckland, because Auckland has such a massive impact on the national figures, which is saying that there is an 8.5% increase on median house prices compared to this time last year for properties outside of Auckland. Moving on, prices continue to grow in the regions. So even though you might see national headlines or headlines in the media that are saying that properties are dropping back, doesn't apply really so much in the regions like Manawatu. And even though the volumes are down, the price has been going up. In fact, 14 out of 16 regions in New Zealand have increased in median prices. And Manawatu Wanganui up 18.9% or $51,000 on average compared to this time last year. So a lot of that is relating to the area, the wider area outside of Palmerston North in those statistics. So this is how things are looking in the country. The median price changes, where there is a red R, that is a record median high price. Now, Manawatu Wanganui is always quite a low figure for people from Palmerston North because of the impact that the lower prices in Wanganui have, but we'll talk about that soon. But that's where the 18.9% rise, and you can see in the larger centres, Auckland, and it has slowed somewhat. So in terms of comments on the inventory, what do they mean by inventory? It's simply the number of properties for sale. And in Manawatu Wanganui, we're down 20% year on year with 179 fewer properties for sale. So if you've been feeling it's hard to find a property to buy, you would be correct, although there is still many out there. It's just a little bit harder, a little bit more competition. So the volume change here, probably the important one is the figure that's on this column here. Compared to last year, 12% less properties. Compared to August, 22% less volume in the Manawatu Wanganui region. Contrary to this, although not unexpectedly, is the increase in the median change. Manawatu Wanganui slowed a little here, but in terms of comparing to last year, it's around 18.9%. So here's a general comment that we've been finding, and that's that Manawatu Wanganui is experiencing a similar pattern to a number of regions where prices are increasing and volumes have fallen because as a result of new properties at low levels. The listings have been down for a number of months now, and the inventory is only 11 weeks. In other words, if nothing new came on the market, we'd run out of houses. So that's somewhat quicker than previously. In saying that, though, it's spring, and October normally brings on a lift in the listings, and at the moment, first home buyers make up about half of all buyers in this region. And we're only one of 3 regions in the country to have a median number of days to sell a property less than 30. So really good time for selling, in other words. So let's break it down a little, and you'll see here that the record amounts are really where they're talking about the districts, Harowhenua and Manawatu. So that's areas outside of the centres. Median price Palmerston North, 390,000. When compared to a year ago at 336. So quite a considerable increase there. And it's going to be interesting when the rating values come out very soon as to how the rating values change. The volume is down 122. That's low sales. So was August, incidentally, when it comes to the Manawatu region. Let's have a look at how this looks for those of us who are more pictorially inclined. This is looking at the past 5 years, so around about where I'm indicating with the mouse is where prices started rising in the regions in November 2015. So we've seen a steady rise there, and sort of up and down, but generally a nice rise if we consider that this level was about 230, whereas now we're up around the 300. So nice to see those positive gains for home owners. A little bit tricky for those who are buying, of course. Sales volumes in the last 5 years, you can see there was a jump when the market started improving. And then it's just been a little bit sporadic over the last 5 years, but at the moment is down really quite low. Time to sell, again, you'd expect it to be shorter with more demand, and that is the case. And that's what I wanted to share with you today. So thanks very much for having a watch. I hope that's been of some help to you. If you are interested in knowing what your home is worth, just get in contact with us, or if you want to know what a home would rent out for, we can help you with that too.